Okay, so now we're on to our third and final video, which is going to hopefully bring this to life a little bit more. We get a character and we can move around and change the sky to something a little bit less boring. So, to get a character, we double click on tutorial and we're going to go into standard assets. All of the nature stuff was either in nature or standard assets, and our skies in Sky B1. Let's go to standard assets and characters. And we're going to be using the third person character. Same as with trees, we need to use a prefabricated, so this is going to actually have everything built in that we need. So double click on that. And it's got two options, either AI third person or just third person controller. Now, we don't want it controlled by the AI, we want to control it ourselves. So we're going to drag it from here, the third person controller, onto the land. And there they are, really small. And you've got all sorts of different things in his inspector. So transform, it's got his position in the map, his rotation and scale, his animation, so how he moves, his physics, his collider, so this says he bumps into things. This is the capsule, the green pill looking thing here. And these are his C# codes. So this is what actually codes how everything interacts. And we don't need to do a huge amount with him at the moment, because if we were to press play, he would still move. But what wouldn't happen is we wouldn't be able to see him easily. So, to be able to move the camera so it's behind him, so if I click on the camera, this is what the camera sees. It's not actually anywhere near him. But we want it relative to where he is. So, I'm going to drag main camera onto third person controller, and it comes underneath third person controller now with Ethan body, Ethan glasses, Ethan skeleton. And now it will always move in the same relative location as we move him. But that's not particularly useful because he's nowhere near us. So let's change all of these numbers to 0. And what's going to happen is, you'll see actually on the screen here, the camera has moved so it's by his feet. And when we move along, we can move along actually at foot level. Not particularly useful, but at least we're close. What we do want to do is want to be up a bit, so on the y-axis, we want to move up by 1.5, and that should be about his head height. And then Z will be moving him backwards and forwards relative to us. So let's do -1. And you'll see in this little camera preview, we can see his head down to just above his waist. Probably be a good idea rotating the camera down a bit on the x-axis. So let's go for 10 degrees. There we go, we can actually see a bit more of him and what's going on in the scene. And that's it. You change these settings on the camera to this, and then you can press play. Press forward, moves forward, left, he rotates left, right, rotates right. Don't press back, it doesn't work very well. It's just not designed to do that. And there we go, press space to jump, shift to walk slowly. There you go, you've got a character with controls in a land. And to get out of play mode again, press play. So let's just have a little play with that and then carry on with the video. But I'm going to carry straight on. So one of the things I said about was the world actually looks a bit boring with this sky. It's a lovely, pretty sky for midsummer, but not particularly good for an interesting scene. And to change that, we need to change the lighting. And to change the world lighting, we need to go to Window and open up the lighting settings. So Window, lighting settings, and left click it. And you'll see this menu here come up. It's got lots of things that are changeable. We don't want to change any of those right now. We just want to change the Skybox, and that's simulating the sky. Again, press the circle, and you'll see in our assets, we've got loads of assets, but there's one called sky.startday. I double click on that, and then close this, you'll see the sky's already changed. It's already changed, so it's a lot more interesting. Press play, and there we go. We've got our sky, we've got all sorts of things that we can see now. It's a lot more interesting than it was before. And that's all there is to it. What I'd like you to do is take the snipping tool, snip this whole screen, and upload it as the first task on Firefly to show that you've completed the tutorial and you've done everything you need to. Well done, and soon move on to the individual tutorials about different things. See you soon.